It was 4 years in the works, and Monty and them done a real good job on it. I was real pleased with it. I went up to Smoky several times and tried to buy one up there, but you know, they claim they wouldn't have no rust in them, but they do that. They gonna have rust in them. But we put all new panels, floor pans, and everything in this car. You know.
Hello, I'm Christy Stubblefield from Families in Crisis. I'm the Executive Director. We are the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Program that covers Warren County, Grundy County, and Sequatchie County. And we're here today to raise money for all the clients that we serve at the Great Bodies 11th Annual Car Show.
Of course, as you can see, we've got something for everybody. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Chevy, GM, foreign. We've got it all. Race cars, dragsters, you name it. We've got it out here, and this is for everybody. If you've got a nice motorcycle, a nice truck, car, whatever it is, we encourage you to bring it out, because all this money that we raise, 100% of it goes to Families in Crisis, and that's what it's all about.
All maintained by a good-intentioned woman, and she took good care of it. They had every option this year you could possibly get in a Ford or a Mercury, except the only option this doesn't have is the electric seats. Other than that, it has every single thing. They tried to design a lot of things back in 53, 54. The Korean War was going on, and everything had to do with jets and jet propulsion, and so they had a lot of features on there. The plane on the top of the hood, the bullets up front, the controls on the dash. And that's your basic 1953 Mercury two-door hardtop.
Community TVTN is brought to you by Security Federal Savings Bank, proudly serving the community we call home.
Grace Family Pharmacy announces new medication packaging service. It provides a simpler, safer medication experience through convenient, personalized packaging using the latest in pharmacy robotics. Our phone number is 931-473-6418.
McMinnville, you're a great place to be. McMinnville, Tennessee.
High-quality leads with prolific internet marketing and invigorating web design services that will energize your business. We are SiriusSEM. Call today or visit us at SiriusSEM.com.
Dr. Pepper. Good for life, good for the community.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insight. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
We have had a great turnout this year. I think we have already over 125 cars. We know that we have more swap meet booths than we've ever had before. That is wonderful for us. We have been busier this year than we have been. Our numbers are doubling. What we used to see in shelter throughout a year, we're now seeing in a quarter. Families in Crisis served over 600 clients last year outside of our shelter and over 100 clients inside our shelter. So events like this are so awesome for us because it provides us opportunities to help them with housing, to buy school supplies, to help children be able to stay in sports if they want to stay in sports after having to flee their abusive home. So things like this give us opportunities that we can't generally do.
And just a good overview of if there is someone that's watching, what's the best way to get a hold of the shelter, stuff like that.
So again, we are the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Program for Warren County, Grundy County, and Sequatchie County. If you or someone that you know is a victim of domestic or sexual violence and is looking for a safe place to go, needs counseling, help with an order of protection, or maybe even just a food box to help them stay on their feet, they can give us a call at 931-473-6221. One of our advocates are always going to answer that phone line and be able to give you some type of assistance or direct you to someone who can help you.
My name is Marty Gerber from Cookeville, Tennessee. I got a 93 OBS with a 6.0 LS swap.
Where are you from, Marty?
Cookeville, Tennessee.
What got you all the way down here?
Seen on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. So me and my buddies come down.
Okay. How long have you owned it?
I've had it for about 4 years. We just got it out of the shop Friday. Had the LS swap put a 6.0 in it.
So is this your first custom truck or?
Going this far, yes. That's the first time I went this far. A guy in Monticello put the 6.0 in it. I told him I wanted to look just like a Corvette. So he did it. It's got a stage 4 cam in it, headers and everything. Next year I want to go to the supercharge on it. It's got 22 Riddlers on it.
What about these tires, man?
We got 22 Riddlers all the way around on it. I'll put the bucket seats in it myself. So a lot of the paint on it's original. The hood's been painted. It's got the cow hood. It's been painted. A lot of the paint is original. I put the bucket seats console in it. I put an Alpine sound system in it. It's got about $2,500 tied up in the sound system. We put the steering wheel on it. And next I want to do the disc brakes all the way around and do a 373 pause and then I want to do the custom console and then go to Dakota Dash. And I want to get painted. So when I come back next year, I hope it's painted and everything.
Yeah. Great looking truck. So, why fix up a truck? What's your inspiration?
Well, at first I couldn't afford an old car. They're too high.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted OBS. I've always been partial to OBS. I've always loved them. So I bought that off of a guy and started working on it. I didn't like green when I got it. I said, I can paint it, but then when I have to put the wheels on it, I said, no, I love green. I'm gonna leave the color it is. So I'm not changing, I'm gonna put it back to color it is.
Again, this is our 11th annual Great Bodies Car Show and Swap Meet. We would love to thank Champion Chevrolet for allowing us to be here again today. They have been so gracious to us. We completely take over their parking lot, their service area, their business areas, everywhere, and they just let us have it. We are so very grateful for them. Blaine has been fabulous for the last 11 years. We sometimes hateful with each other today when we have a big crowd like this, but we work it out and it turns out fabulous. I want to thank all of our board members that helped put this on and my staff. My staff works all night, all day, every day, answering a 24-hour crisis line, and then they show up today to do this, so I would like to give them a great shout out as well.
My name is Zoe Wilcher. My dad is Blaine Wilcher, who runs these car shows. I help every year by trying to go around, look at the cars, and enjoy what he's doing out here, especially for families in crisis. We really appreciate the effort everybody's putting in for us.
My name's Cameron Newport. This is my second year helping out at the show. I really love coming out, seeing all the old cars or all the builds people do. It's really incredible to see kind of what is in the area. And this is my 2012 Chevrolet 2500 Duramax. It's the LML. It's got basically everything done to the motor you can do. Got an upgraded torque converter and then a complete exhaust. It's low miles, 166,000. And yeah, ain't nothing too special about it, I guess.
The special part is you helping, so how old are you? How long you lived in Warren County? What's a little bit about yourself?
I'm 19. I've been here about 6 years. I was here before that, but that's really about it. I love helping out Blaine asked me last year, he was like, you want to help out with the car show? I said, I'd love to, and I've been here every morning when they open and try to stay till they close.
Hey, I'd like to welcome everybody to our 11th annual Great Bodies Car Show and Swap Meet. I'm Commissioner Blaine Wiltshire. And before I forget about it, I've got Alex and Christy turned around backwards so I can see all the sponsors. We want to thank Crane Interiors, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Rubley's Nursery, Lee's Collision Center, Champion, Custom Vinyl Signs and Shirts, United Diamond Brokers, TTA USA, Tim Rigsby Roofing, Noblin Dental Center, Douglas and Lanier Agency, Napa Auto Parts, Riddick Brown Ford, Homeland Community Bank, Citizens Tri-County Bank, Custom Collision, Riverside Customs, First National Bank, Chris Springs Market, Gary's Auto Repair, Nathan's Paint and Collision, Exchange Furniture, Randall Walker Farms, Ryan J. Moore, Attorney at Law, PK Embroidery, and if I hadn't already said it, we want to thank Dr. Pepper, our primary sponsor. They've been with us since day one, 11 years now, and we want to thank Champion Chevrolet for allowing us, as you can see, to basically take over their dealership, and just a lot of good people make this happen.
Don Stotts, I live out on Shells Ford Road. I farm and run Black Angus cattle and stuff, and I retired from Caney Ford. Had 39 and a half years in there, and they missed that place. They're like family to me, but I'm enjoying my retirement now with my Camaro and stuff, and I thank Monty Jones and Shirley Jones and them for all they done to this car. And this car has been took off the frame and redone, everything brand new. And,
tell me about the interior, man. I mean,
it's nice. All brand new. It's just like it came off the floor in '69. I mean, this car, the only thing different about this car and when it come off the floor is we put a 383 stroker motor in it. And that's the only thing we've changed. Everything else is originally like it is. I mean, it's a Rally Sport Z28, which they built that car as a top-of-the-line Camaro. And it was 4 years in the works, and Monty and them done a real good job on it. I was real pleased with it. I went up to Smoky several times and tried to buy one up there, but you know, they claim they wouldn't have no rust in them, but they do that. They gonna have rust in them. But we put all new panels, floor pans, and everything in this car. And real proud of it. Me and my wife's gonna enjoy it. Take it to all the shows that we can when we get away from the farm.
Hey everybody, my name's Alex Nafe. I'm the owner here at Champion Chevrolet Buick GMC in McMinnville, and we're just so proud to be part of this Great Bodies Car Show and Swap Meet. This is the 11th year we've been in part of it for the last 4 years, and it's just it's a super cause. They raise a lot of money for the families in crisis, and that's something that's very worthwhile. You know, I really recommend that anybody that can get involved with this organization, they do, because it really does a lot of good in our community. You know, Blaine Wiltshire and his group, the folks that volunteer for this, you know, they do a lot of work. They don't make anything. Every penny that's raised goes toward the Families in Crisis Center, and you know, I think everybody will come out and support it. And it's a great time. We love having everybody here. We get probably close to 500, maybe even more people attend this, and we've got hundreds of cars out here for people to look at, and it's just a great thing to do on a Saturday. We got blessed this year with some really good weather, and you know, next year we're going to do it again, so y'all plan on coming out and seeing us.
My name's Walker, and
what are you doing today?
I'm helping the community, selling some shirts and for families in crisis.
All right, good job, man. So tons of nice vehicles today, right?
Yep.
Everybody can help in some way, and you've got an awesome looking shirt.
Thank you.
Are you having any luck selling some?
Yeah, no. We have none.
So this would be a good opportunity for people to buy them, right? You still got a few left.
We still have a few left in the back. And
let's see the front of it again.
Okay.
The front of it.
It's a Jeep.
Yeah.
One big white and black Jeep.
Well, thank you, man.
Welcome.
My name is Joe Esmeyer. This is J-Bo Esmeyer. Wife Kobe over there being shy. And This is his second car already at 16 months.
Oh, wow.
He got a truck at the house he's done got some trophies with.
So this is something you customize, I can tell
No,
you that.
well, a little bit, but you can get them like this, and you drive them yourself, 3 speeds.
It's got little lights on it.
Oh yeah, it's got everything. Yeah. Jay. He gonna be shy though. This little thing's pretty neat though. Get in it. But anyway, we've always had Mustangs for the most part, and then we got gas mileage, so I don't care about gas mileage. She just recently got that less than a month ago, and we spent too much money already.
So you're a family that customizes cars, no doubt.
It blows money. You mean, yeah. And daily drive our vehicles like this too, so that's
What
kind
year
of a thing.
is that? Tell me just a little
That's
bit
a
about
2020 Honda Civic SI, and I guess we've probably pretty much, I don't know, we've lowered it, slammed it pretty bad. I've had to roll the fenders already. She's rubbing everywhere, which is a turbo car. And she's a lady, but she still knows how to drive a stick. Yeah.
And what are you driving here?
2018 Mustang. I actually ripped my exhaust off this morning trying to get here, so we just cut it off and said forget it.
Ask your winner.
So yeah, it's pretty, they're gonna come over here and judge it while it's dirty, and it's gonna drive me nuts. That's all right.
We gotta get them done.
I know it. Hey, look here. I ripped the exhaust off this morning. I've been working on all week. So.
Hey, Bubba, I done found your champion.
Get in, Jay. Here, come
I
on.
done found your champion.
Get in
right
there.
here.
So do you go to a lot of shows?
We tried to, but ain't been a whole lot of them around here, and ever since we had the kid, it's been kind of slow, but I'd like to get more back into it. You want to go to your seatbelt on,
You
Jay?
got some good-looking wheels. Appreciate what you're doing and supporting the effort today.
All right, Jay. Hey, Jay. Jay. Hey. You want
to wave at me?
Kiss. No, he's shy.
I'm Johnny McCormick. I'm the owner of McCormick's Tree Topping Service. I'm standing here beside of my 49 Ford truck. We've enjoyed it. We enjoy being out here today.
So why do you like to fix up old vehicles?
Well, I kind of got this idea from Fred Sanford's show on television. And so they're Fred Sanford's and I'm McCormick and Sons.
I got you.
Anyway, it's not nothing fancy, but we enjoy it.
Where'd you find it?
I bought it from up in Livingston, Tennessee.
Okay.
And it was very rough, and it's still rough, but I like it because I like the thoughts of it being unique.
Yeah.
It's out of the ordinary.
You also got a car. Tell me just a little bit about your car.
Yeah. It's a 80 model Triumph Spitfire, Tweety Bird. It's got Tweety on it. It's all original. It's got 62,000 miles on it. It runs out great. I've had a lot of fun with it, and definitely different. But we enjoy car shows, and it's part of life, I guess. Really enjoy it.
Well, Johnny, the opportunity that people's got, what got you into this? I mean, I know there's some people just waiting to do it. They see older vehicles, but they don't think they can. What would you say to them?
I would say to them, set out small and look at it as something you can afford, and do it little steps, and don't give up on it. So many people, they get off into it, and they have to sell out because they lose interest. And so if you find something you like and is unique, it's called a dream. Chase it. I mean, it's got a lot, and you can encourage a lot of people. You know, it's just, and it's a very fun thing to be able to go out to car shows and meet people. Very fun, and I really enjoy it, and I think it's a multiple blessing to be able to be here today.
My name is Clark David. My wife Veronica David's in the back behind the car. This is a 1953 Mercury 2-door hardtop. I've had it about 20 years. I bought it from a lady who bought this car when she was 33 years old. She had it until she was in her 70s, and she then sold it to a interim friend that we had, and then I bought it from him. I took the engine out and rebuilt it. It's the original engine, transmission, and rear end. The roof color is original. It was painted in 1953 black. The orange is called terracotta. That was painted in 1992. And when she was had ownership of the car, she would buy things like these little spotlights, which really work, or she'd buy these armrests, or she would buy, when you get around to the back, you'll see the Continental kit. The interior is exactly the way it was the day she bought it. The only thing I've done inside is put some aftermarket gauges and carpeting in it. The seats are original. The electrical system has been updated to electronic. The brakes have been updated and the wiring has been updated. Other than that, it was just well maintained by a good intentioned woman, and she took good care of it. They had every option this year you could possibly get in a Ford or a Mercury, except the only option this doesn't have is the electric seats. Other than that, it has every single thing. They tried to design a lot of things back in 53, 54. The Korean War was going on, and everything had to do with jets and jet propulsion, and so they had a lot of features on there. The plane on the top of the hood, the bullets up front, the controls on the dash. And that's your basic 1953 Mercury two-door hardtop.
Clark, I know some people know you from the community. Tell a little bit about yourself, how long you've been up here.
Well, we arrived here in 2006 from Central Florida. We were passing through. A friend of ours tried to pronounce the name of the town, said if you ever get down on this side of the mountain, stop in. We stopped in one weekend and went and stayed the week, started looking around. Realized that, to tell you the truth, we looked at the prices of water, electric, housing, taxes, and everything, and being from Central Florida, everything had gotten out of hand down there and went crazy. And so we sold the farm down there. Didn't say, anything about retiring. We turned in our papers after 43 years. I was in law enforcement and with the Postal Service. My wife was with the Postal Service, and we just said, okay, we got a chance to start all over and go back like maybe 10 or 15 years and live on 60 cents on the dollar, to tell you the truth. And we did, and we got a little farm, a little farmette sort of down in Viola. We've been down there ever since. I got involved in politics. I went to a meeting one day and they asked for a volunteer, and there was a whole line of us standing there, and unbeknownst to me, they did the same thing to me at the CIC at Lucky. Everybody behind me stepped back and I was the only one standing there, so I ended up with a position and ended up working with the Republican Party, which is kind of funny because at that time we were trying to get one person elected, and then next year we tried to get one person who is now in the commission, and this year we have 18. So Warren County's come a long way, and I don't blame them. I mean, they had a good thing going here, but now the rest of the world knows that we're here, and I keep discouraging friends and relatives for coming because we like it just the way it is the way I see it now.
Hello, my name is Ezra Stetzel. I am 11 years old, and me and my daddy has came here today to show off our 1939 Ford 9N tractor. This tractor has been in the family for a while, and we have brought it here to showcase it. So this tractor was the 9,402nd tractor made out of 900,000. This has 4-cylinder gas and 23 horsepower. We enter our tractor in the Viola Valley Tractor Show and Warren County A&L Fair, and this is our first time going to a car show. The awards that we have won with this tractor is Best Other Tractor and FFA Young Farmers Award and Best Old Tractor. This tractor is owned by Dustin, Taylor, Ezra, and Juju Stetzel.
Wish more young kids would get involved in this instead of doing something else they don't need to. Good little thing to meet a lot of people, come out here something old. We almost got the oldest piece of machinery here except for that car there, but we got the only tractor. So getting out here and trying to repaint and rebuild and have something nice and share it with the kids, it makes it all worthwhile.
Hey, I'm Mark Johnston, and I'm driving this 84 Corvette Crossfire injected, 40,000 mile original car. I've had it for 14 years. I'm third owner. It's always been garage kept, always been kept this clean. And this is a unique injection system. It's a 1 year only on a Corvette of the new C4 models. So it makes it pretty rare, and this is the first year of the new C4s, which again, year changes are usually always interesting cars.
I noticed some stickers from some other competitions and stuff like that.
Well, we take it, driving at home and Revving Rods tour is a week-long tour. 5 to 6 different cities, stops, about 1,500 cars. So, I'm not afraid to drive it.
So what got you into this?
My dad's farmhands is what got me into it.
Tell me more.
Right now, well, on Sundays when we wasn't farming and it was raining, they worked on their hot rods in my dad's shop. So I would go hang out with them, and they're what got me into cars. I actually have the first car I ever bought, which is a 66 Impala, two-door hardtop, and it blossomed from there. So I've got about 20 cars, and I like odd cars, so that's one of the reasons I like this one.
When I first was elected commissioner, at the time I was putting on a lot of 5K runs and 5-mile runs, and being the county's representative for Families in Crisis, they asked me if I would put a run on for them to raise money, and I told them no, I'm not going to do another run, but I would do a car show. And of course that's where this come from. And the great bodies, if you notice, it's a capital G and then bodies. I like G bodies. Those are 78 to 88 model GM cars, like your Regals, your Malibus, your Monte Carlo SS's. That's where great bodies come from. Originally it was going to be something that we would try to promote getting G bodies out. But of course, as you can see, we've got something for everybody. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Chevy, GM, foreign. We've got it all. Race cars, dragsters, you name it. We've got it out here, and this is for everybody. If you've got a nice motorcycle, a nice truck, car, whatever it is, we encourage you to bring it out, because all this money that we raise, 100% of it goes to Families in Crisis, and that's what it's all about. I want to take a moment to thank all of the people that are behind the scenes. I don't do very much. All I do is basically call at the beginning of the year, ask our sponsors if they'll come back, which luckily they always do. We usually get more each year, and I ask them if they would be willing to come back and support us. I asked Alex if we can borrow or take over his dealership, which he lets us do. But then we've got all the judges that go out in this heat. And today's a good day. Today it's actually cool. But usually this is very hot. But we like the date. We've had the same date, the second Saturday in August, for 11 years, and that's why we stick with it, so people can plan their schedules ahead of time. But the judges that go out and judge the vehicles, Christy and all her staff, and the volunteers that help that make this happen, there's a lot of people, I couldn't name them all, that really make this happen. If you see somebody today wearing this shirt, tell them thanks.